God has given you an indescribable gift. You might ponder if it's really necessary and worth your time to invest in your baby's spiritual life at such a young age. Do they really get it? They can't even read or talk or understand who God is. I wrestled with the same question myself, and I assure you, you cannot start early enough teaching your children about the love of God. As I pondered this, God shared with me this vision, and it helped me understand this question. I saw little baby wrists and ankles, the chubby kind with rolls and wrinkles. I could see those innocent little hands and feet, and I was pouring a pitcher of oil onto the wrists and ankles. And then they began to grow, and the wrists turned into toddlers' wrists, reaching for things and grabbing with more control. Soon they began to slim down into a child's wrists, and they were first grasping a crayon and then a pencil as they continued to grow and learn. All the while, I kept pouring oil from the pitcher onto those wrists and ankles. And then as I continued to pour, the wrists and ankles were transformed into those of a teenager, and then they turned into those of an adult. All at once, chains and shackles clamped shut on the wrists and the ankles that I had watched grow and develop. The enemy's chains had put that child that I loved into bondage. It seemed that their hands and feet were trapped. But then they pulled back, and they resisted the chains and shackles, and their hands and feet slipped right back out into freedom. And then I remembered the oil that I had applied for years as those hands and feet grew. The oil had been applied liberally, and it greased them up so much that the shackles just wouldn't stick. They could slide right out of them no matter how hard the enemy tried to capture them. That is why it's important to pour God's word into your child. The enemy is coming for them someday, and I don't want to wait until that day to prepare them to get free. I want them already all greased up and ready to slip out of the devil's snares. I will continue to pour the oil onto my kids and help you pour oil onto yours so that they are ready for the battles that they will face in the future.